Now, maybe, just maybe, you've come across certain things. Now, I don't know why you discovered cryptocurrency. I don't know why you discovered GME and things like that. But I'll play this video first to give some context as to my, I guess, mindset, which I think is actually quite healthy and unique to others in this particular timeline that we live in. For some reason, people think that if you go with the flow and follow the sheeple, then somehow you'll be different to them. That's insanity, right? So we'll play this here. I didn't mean to come across this. Now, you may not disagree with this, YouTube specifically, but you have to consider this as it is relevant information to the world you live in. So here we go. I'll play this through.
As we continue to wait and hope that more and more people wake up.
It's fascinating when you think about it.
Some that took the bait are now starting to realize that we, the COVID unvaccinated, weren't all wrong. This is that message to you, the unvaccinated.
Cheers. Anyone?
Even if I were pollinated and fully vaccinated, I would admire the unvaccinated for withstanding the greatest pressure I've ever seen. From partners, parents, children, friends, colleagues, and even doctors.
COVID vaccines are now available for children 5 years and older.
Just get vaccinated. Get the vaccine.
Just get the vaccine.
Just get it. Just get it, they said.
Courage and critical ability are undoubtedly the best.
And critical thinking.
Thousands of physicians who have been silenced from telling the American people the good news
Able to analyze data.
that we can manage the virus.
They are everywhere, in all ages, levels of education, states, and ideas. They are of a special kind. They are the soldiers that every army of light wants to have in its ranks. They are the parent that every child wants to have, and the children that every parent dreams of having.
A North Carolina teenager needs a new kidney in order to save her life, but her doctors say no COVID vaccine, no transplant.
Vaccinated person having a heart attack? Yes, come right on in. We'll take care of you. Unvaccinated guy who gobbled horse goo? Rest in peace, Wheezy.
They are being above the average of their societies.
You need to evaluate the risk factor in the COVID vaccine.
They are the essence of the people who have, well, built all cultures and conquered horizons. They are there, next to you. They look normal, but they are superheroes. They did what others could not. They were the tree that withstood the hurricane of insults, discrimination, and social exclusion.
Now, what really stands out about white anti-vaxxers in particular is that they act like their freedom has been taken.
It has nothing to do with freedom.
Screw your freedom.
You don't have the freedom and the liberty to put other people in jeopardy. Banned from their families' tables at Christmas, they never saw anything so cruel.
If someone in your family isn't vaccinated, should you ask them not to show up?
Yes, I would do that.
If you are not fully vaxxed, stay home.
Everyone from police to teachers to firefighters must comply or they will face penalties.
They lost their jobs, let their careers sink, had no more money. They suffered immeasurable discrimination, denunciation, betrayal, and humiliation, but they kept on going. Never before in humanity has there been such a casting. Now, we all know who are the best on the planet Earth. Men, women, young, old, rich, poor, of all races or religions, the unvaccinated, the chosen of the invisible ark, the only ones who managed to resist when everything collapsed. That's you. You passed an unimaginable test that many of the toughest Marines, commandos, Green Berets, astronauts, and even geniuses could not withstand. You are made of the stuff of the greatest who ever lived. Those heroes born among ordinary men who glow in the dark. Remember, you're the voice, and it's time to make it count.
So anyone in that particular category, huge fucking shout out. To have gone through that and come out the other end in a better position is absolutely amazing. Now, mind you, one thing that helped myself was a cryptocurrency called Hex. It was designed, I guess, and released by Richard Hart. I'm not actually sure about the 100% of the facts, but I'm starting to think I'm more of a Richard Hartican as opposed to a Hexakin, because I'm looking at the price and there was a little pump and everyone apparently who was Hexakin got excited because they hold Hex, and fair enough, that's fine. All of a sudden you're a Hexakin without any proof or any initiation, I guess you would say. But we look at the price a day later and people just love to sell. And the reason I'm saying this is, I might change my name to Richard Hardikin, is because I'm pretty sure if he holds any bags, he's not the one selling this shit down. Early on, he pointed out, so many of you love to sell. That's all you fucking do all day. Sell, 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 sell. So continue to do so. You know, I hope you have something else outside of this particular ecosphere that you can engage with, because at this rate, what are you going to do to the price? Look at the price of eHex, you killed it. Look at the price of Hex on Pulse Chain, which has the correct temperature tires and the correct track to run on. It's still, at this point in time, wrecked relative to all-time highs. Now, I could comment here and say, well, maybe, just maybe, people aspire to achieve not low-hanging fruit, but a goal that is easy to obtain, but yet hard to obtain at the same time. Now, what I mean by that, imagine, for instance, now this sounds stupid, imagine you can't, for instance, be the world's fastest runner as a man. So you compete in some, you change how you identify and take out the world championship in that particular category. That would be one example of, you know, doing the goals, ticking off a box, but doing it in sort of a lazy sort of manner. I remember watching this self-help video, and it was like, this guy basically went to some overseas country to take up fighting. He severely underweighted and he dehydrated himself in the weigh-in, and then come time to fight, he just bulked back up, and he was hugely what's it called? He outweighed the opponent and just crushed him, basically. It wasn't even fair, but he achieved that goal of winning that particular battle. So you could argue, well, you know, Hex did do the 10,000x. Not many cryptocurrencies have done that. Will it do it again? Especially eHex, it doesn't look like, well, unless it gets back to an extremely all-time low, it looks very unlikely that's going to happen. Now, that's not to say PulseX isn't cool. That's not to say PulseX, INC and all that is not cool, but realistically, have a look at what's going on right now at this point in time, you know? Caveat, DCA might be a good opportunity, but we have a look here, right? We've got some interesting stuff with GME stock. We got Roaring fucking Kitty, right? So I'm gonna have, originally I was gonna have a look at this Twitter feed and just see if I can share my thoughts to you, you know, in a way that you guys can understand. But so this is the algorithm that what it's telling me currently. It's very interesting. So we're seeing, apparently there's going to be a live stream coming up with Roaring Kitty. So I'm not sure what that is all about, but we see Hex moving down. I don't know why. People just love to sell. But there's a live stream planned, so it's going to be interesting to say the least what could take place. Now, if you're following ever so slightly on how, I guess, the stonks work, maybe have a look at Nancy Pelosi, because she seems to be very successful in this particular area. And usually it appears to be through trading options as opposed to regular stock trading. Now, we see here somebody bought 7.8 million worth of GameStop at 38. Dude is a legend. Call your mom. Oh my god. Now, yeah, some interesting stuff is happening right now. Oh, that's interesting. There's a new lighthouse. Pulse update. All right, cool. Live stream. Get ready for the live stream, people. Now, hedge funds, I'll buy your shares for $180. GME Apes. Best I can do is 4.2 million. So if also if we saw individuals, I guess wallet entities, I'm not sure what you code, raise in the area of $1 billion in cryptocurrency, roughly, vaguely, because people sacrificed. That was a political movement, right? A wholesome, pure political movement. Before, in my opinion, it got hijacked by all sorts of fucking people. I don't know why. Maybe they just smelt money. Maybe I don't know. Maybe they've just been in cryptocurrency for a long time and they saw opportunities, etc, etc, etc. Like myself, how did I discover Hex? How did I discover Pulse Chain? I was in cryptocurrency, but I was getting wrecked left, right, and center. So maybe I got sucked in through its potential of high yield and things like that, which actually fucking performed really well. But maybe there are other people who are more sinister in nature who also were able to make some mad gains. But let's move on. The past is the past. Now, we have GME hitting, if it hits, say if it hits $70 a share, maybe just maybe a billionaire will be created. Now, I am all for this guy becoming a billionaire. I don't know about you guys. Some of the hexagons out there be like, nah, fuck him, he's not a hexagon. It's like, well, have a look at yourself. How hexagon are you right now? Look at your bags. What do you do to the fucking price every day? Just fucking hit the sell button? Congratulations. Now, you could say, well, maybe some people are doing it smarter. Maybe they're providing LP. Maybe they're yielding INC. Also, caveat, you do whatever the fuck you want with crypto. So it's not for me to tell you what to do and vice versa. But I honestly thought maybe we could sort of move to a, type 1 civilization type ecosphere where it's infinite abundance. Now, it's getting close, but I kind of like where this GME thing is going, because even if you hold a small amount of stock in GME, maybe, just maybe, you might see some pretty decent returns. Now, ain't going nowhere. And that is because you should all look in the mirror. Now, who is shorting GME? I'm surprised at how the price has performed. It's been amazing. I can't help but think it could be making the hedgies absolutely fucking cry. Now, as I was saying, GME hit 70 bucks, would be a billionaire. What else? Yeah, up 47%. That's pretty impressive, right? It's not bad. It's not bad considering how everything else is looking. I mean, have a look. Like I said, have a look at the price of this. Is like one of the best cryptocurrencies out there. You may disagree, but look how it's performed. Now, from the all-time low, it is up 30%, 64%, 169%. But that means it hit some very low lows. Now, many people in the industry might poo-poo this, or they might be silent on it because no one's paying to talk about this sort of stuff. Now, as you can tell, I'm getting more and more frustrated because, like I said, I'm not the one dumping. I'm pretty sure the founder's not the one dumping. Many other people, I'm pretty sure, are dumping, but there seems to be a large contingent of people that just constantly dump on our heads, which is fine because you're allowed to do that. But how much money does one need? How greedy do you want to be? I'm surviving off of very modest means, and if only there could be a system to be able to provide that for everyone, that would be amazing. But as always, it's the people at the top. Well, no, it's the very wealthy who get richer, and the people who aren't so wealthy get not so rich. So that's why I'm having a little cry on air, because I'm not a billionaire yet. Now, what else have we got? I'll wrap it up here. But so, where is it? There's something to do with how the calls are going to work, and whether or not there's enough stocks to cover it, and what that could mean for the price. Let's have a look. If I can't find it soon, I will end it. Fucking meme coins. Yeah, this is probably worth, if you're good at numbers. So this is insane. Rome Kitty Keith Gill has not sold any of the $20 GME calls for June 21st, which is rapidly approaching. He is now up 341% of this calls, making his options position worth a lot. We're only 68 million, 301 at 200 million. God damn, his shares now worth 200 million. Can follow to continue to track this. So maybe you're interested in this sort of stuff. I don't know. As opposed to, like I said, Hex and whatever else is going on over here. I don't know what's going on, people. I really don't know. Look at the price. You can't tell me that you're happy you waited 2+ years, maybe more, for it to come out, and if you didn't take any profits along the way, whose fault is that? But you did lock in some mad gains, but then maybe the gains sort of withered and died away. And if you had been staking, yes, you've done pretty well from inception, but if you bought near the all-time highs and locked away, then you might have lost a significant amount of your capital. Plus, if you locked away, you may not have been able to sacrifice as much as the net value was once worth near the all-time highs when people were sacrificing as the price was increasing. Hence the 10,000x, hence the low-hanging fruit of a goal, which, mind you, is an impressive feat. But just to point those things out, if people have a memory and understand like sort of how the numbers work, Now, I'll just close out. I'll check if there's any chat, and yeah. So I guess the topic of the video: GME versus crypto. Now, it's a hard one. Made the most on paper with crypto, but I prefer the movement of this whole GME thing. Now, previously I did prefer the movement of the Hexkins, but we got watered down so bad. We're not even Hexkins anymore. We're basically I'm a Richard Hardikin, because he's probably the only one who's not dumping on my head, but he built it. Was intelligent enough to build it. Built Pulse Chain, built Pulse X, INC. We now have DeFi, which is great. We can engage with it, and there's some other platforms we can make profit from. And now it's just a big game of trading lunches and figuring out who can get the best deal, because everyone's trying to run for the exit. Like, especially if you've got like lots and lots of money locked away. Now the value has sort of dropped rapidly, and so everyone's panicking because maybe they changed their lifestyles, or maybe they're just trying to get your money out. Because if you had like multiple millions, and it'd be kind of cool if you'd actually pull that out, instead of maintaining your normal lifestyle and then having the crypto sitting there as a side, as long as you're not paying too much like tax on it, and then watching it grow, forgetting about a wallet, and coming back in like 10-15 years and being like, look at that, now I'm a trillionaire, or something like that. I'm very close to taking that approach with the even the yield farm. It's like I could just throw away the wallet, forget about it for a little bit, come back and be like, money, assuming it's still worth something. Now, what else? Yeah, so covered the pressures that were applied across on every spectrum, and some people who decided to look at the facts and look at the numbers and understand that data didn't exist and wait for the data to exist. And now it turns out that people who are able to critically evaluate that and think, maybe physically, mentally, financially, spiritually, might be in a better position on this particular planet, in this particular timeline, than others who were not. Because I can't help but feel, if I was not duped, but had a treatment and then got sick, or knew people that got sick, or couldn't do certain things, or watch relatives pass away, or saw colleagues get fired, or saw multiple things that they thought maybe weren't right, and now looking back, how would they feel inside? Does that make them feel wholesome inside, what they did to everyone? Does that make you feel like a spiritual being, to watch your fellow man get crushed, financially ruined, reputationally ruined, have their rights lost, and at the same time have your rights lost, and you took a treatment which you may not have needed to take, because the data now exists that maybe in some cases there were some adverse effects, and maybe, just maybe, you kind of felt you're duped, and now maybe you're just frustrated and angry at yourself, and you're in the same shit job, and you're in the same shit position, and maybe, just maybe, even in a worse position because of the potential side effects on you, your family, and your friends, which is unfortunate. And not to gloat on that, because that is extremely bad. I've experienced basically every single one of those things from varying angles, so you can't tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about in this particular instance, because as an individual who decided to stand by his fucking excuse my language, to not sell out to Pfizer or Moderna or AstraZeneca or any other vaccine maker, because apparently that was the only cure, even though natural immunity maybe was forgotten about. But yeah, so what am I saying? I believe in God over man. Good. So God made natural immunity over like man-made, in some instances, garbage. Go figure, right? Go figure. And why is that? Because what? The pursuit of money? Go figure again. Mind you, don't get me wrong, I do love money. I'd love to get more of it, but will I sell my crypto for it? And will I sell my GME if I have any for it? I have not much, mind you. So if it does go up, it will be kind of fucking cool. And how high will it go? I don't fucking know. Will I be selling? No, because why fucking sell? Because you're a bunch of pussies. That's why. Because you're in a position where because you're in a position where you have to sell because you fucking need to fund your lifestyle. It's like, why don't you be a Richard Hardikin and figure out how to make businesses and work and escape the matrix? Or you can kill the golden goose. They're the two decisions that you have. So many people opt for the latter because it's easier, but short-term gains equals long-term pain, as we can see in the price chart in the thing that I love, which is Hex. Now Hex on Pulse Chain. Pulse Chain hasn't been around for so long, so it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me if it doesn't surprise me. You know? Same with Pulse X. And as a function of those two and Hex, INC may perform well, I think. Because I'm pretty sure there's some people making some decent money on INC. Very decent. And I'm pretty sure there's people holding a lot of Pulse and validating, and there's a lot of money that got created from nothing. So don't all pretend that you are not all Richard Hardikins, right? But then don't tell me that your Hex is going to be just murdering the price. Poor Hex, what happened to it, you know? But is that correct? GME just broke $65. Let us investigate. Upon my research, it does appear to be accurate. Okay, so why didn't I buy more GME stock? Oh, why? Why? I was so sad that when it went down, I'm like, oh, I just got rugged. Now I think I know why they had to fucking produce more shares from thin air, because the upcoming event will be taking place soon. I don't know. Maybe it's the live stream. Maybe it's the June 21st. Ooh, mysterious shit coming. Ooh. But yeah. I think that's about it. I don't think anyone's here, which is fine. Going back to my old streams. Just talking into the fucking machine. I'm gonna be the ghost of the machine that never. Oh, unless YouTube deletes my shit. But what else we got? What else we got? That is very fucking cool. Please, Roaring Kitty, become the next billionaire. We need to show people who's in charge of this planet. Alright. Free speech.